Honolulu is, by any measure, one of the world's great destinations, and rightfully so. Her physical beauty and cultural richness are the stuff of which countless vacation dreams are made. But for some of its youngest residents, life can be far from easy, which is why a group of concerned citizens came together to create the Kukui Center, a place dedicated to serving the community's abused and vulnerable children. Located on the edge of downtown, the 18,000 square foot Harry and Jeanette Weinberg Kukui Center co-locates 10 small nonprofit social service programs to collaboratively aid the island's at-risk children and their families. Understandably, children and families in crisis have many challenges and need access to more than one kind of help, which is why having a wide range of social services under one roof works so well. Accessing any one agency is all it takes to bring a wide range of specialized assistance and support into action.
So when our families have a need that one of the other organizations in the building can serve, we can just walk them down the hall, take them in, introduce them. We can easily follow up on how they're getting those needs met. We had a family go homeless and she had 2 children. You know, she came to group. I lost my housing. We don't know where we're gonna go tonight. Let's go downstairs and talk to Family Promise. Had a place for them to go. You know, it's like immediate care.
More than 40% of Oahu's homeless are families with small children. It is Family Promise Hawaii's mission to mobilize community resources to help families transition from homelessness into an independent and sustainable new life. But first, basic needs must be met.
We are open 365 days a year. This is their temporary home. This is their mailing address. They have their own dedicated phone line here. They have computer and internet access. They can enjoy meals, take showers, do laundry, watch their children here. We have lockers for them to store their belongings. The financial literacy piece and teaching our families how to budget is really key in terms of how quickly we can get them housed. More than 80% of our families are housed within 3 to 4 months of being in our program. And our program is totally free to families, so the idea is for them to save as much money as they can to dedicate towards housing. So we supplied all the personal hygiene items as well as shelter and meals every day.
At night, the families are taken by van to a host that is part of an interfaith network. Here, they will spend the evening, be served dinner and breakfast, and sleep in a safe, supportive environment. Families rotate to a different site every 7 days. There are more than 60 participating congregations. The next morning, the families return to their home base at the Kukui Center. Sadly, foster children are a segment of our population that is truly invisible. The Hawaii Foster Youth Coalition is making sure that these young people, ages 14 to 26, have a future and a purpose in life.
This organization really helps foster youth who want to get their life together. We provide services to them that will help support them transitioning into adulthood, such as building a resume, job searching, applying for higher ed, scholarships, as well as linking them to other resources that could help them with finding affordable housing.
The coalition acts as a drop-in center where kids can come by and hang out, have a snack, use the labs, celebrate holidays, and get some hands-on mentoring.
We have a program tied into Hawaii Youth Foster Coalition. It's called You Are in Charge. And we take foster youth from the ages of 16 to 26, and we help them mentor themselves into a future productive life. By the time they get to the end of the 8 weeks, they are now looking at what they can do for themselves. And that's the most important part of the program.
Just upstairs from the Foster Youth Coalition is its partner agency, Kids Hurt 2 Hawaii, whose purpose it is to provide therapeutic services to children who have lost a parent.
There are lots of reasons that children lose parents, but there's nothing more devastating to a child than loss of one or both parents. So it's about bringing the children together to help each other, parents to help each other, and the community to be involved in healing their young hearts.
7 additional services round out the Kukui Center. Holly Kipa's independent living program helps young people transition out of foster care, access housing, and higher education possibilities. Hawaii Immigrant Justice Center provides advocacy and legal assistance to immigrants who are victims of domestic violence, human trafficking, or require family visas. Hawaii Literacy is dedicated to providing lifelong learning services by developing reading skills for both adults and children. Joyful Heart Foundation supports survivors of child abuse, sexual assault, and domestic violence, actively working with local communities to end the cycle of brutality. Learning Disabilities Association of Hawaii enhances education, work, and life opportunities for children with disabilities and their families. Mediation Center of the Pacific provides families with affordable dispute prevention and resolution services. And Pacific Survivors Center provides health care and social services to victims of human trafficking, torture, and immigrant domestic violence. Collaboration makes the Kukui Center unique. The Kukui Children's Foundation, headed by Executive Director Judy Lind, owns and operates the Kukui Center. Tenant rent pays the building's operational expenses, but it's the remarkable cooperation and collaboration at all levels that make the center particularly effective.
One of the hardest things about nonprofit centers across the country is getting buy-in. And the most important way to get buy-in is to value people's opinions and what they have to offer.
Which is why a management team consisting of the executive director and the heads of all the tenant agencies meets regularly to discuss the center's day-to-day operation.
Public and private funding has been cut back for human services. So one of the advantages of being in the Kukui Center is that everybody doesn't have to pay for a copier. If someone needs to get a van to take their clients on a trip, they can borrow a van from one of our programs that got one donated.
From shared conference rooms and play areas to collaborative marketing and volunteer programs, everything at the Kukui Center is designed to allow agencies to focus their limited time and resources on their clients.
One of the important things of working in a nonprofit center and in human services in general is that people need to take care of themselves. So our goal is to help the people who work here as much as the people who come here.
Quarterly potluck lunches bring staff from the tenant programs together to socialize, share information, and brainstorm. If an agency needs staff training, such as Red Cross disaster preparedness, all they have to do is ask. The center arranges for the session, and the entire building is invited to participate. Wellness activities such as free on-site yoga classes are also offered to the staff. From its beginning, support from the community and its overwhelming expression of aloha have meant success for the Kukui Center. That early support was translated into an ongoing Community Partners program, allowing businesses, service groups, and individuals to support children and families in need.
It is a shared volunteer program. We provide shared donations of time, of services, of goods, and we network through the agency boards. We have a list of about 50 community partners. They are individuals, they are businesses, they are organizations, and each community partner does something different. It's designed around what they have to offer.
For instance, Pepsi provides a monthly donation of beverages, while the Hawaii USA Credit Union shares its conference room space with tenants of the Kukui Center. Arcadia Retirement Residence volunteers stuff envelopes and label the center's newsletter for mailing. Islander Group donates pallets of items which can be resold to raise funds for the Foster Youth Coalition.
We don't have the staff to go out and solicit the donations that we need. You know, it's an area we've struggled in. Now it just happens automatically, and everybody's involved. Everybody's board is involved.
In short, without considerable community support, the Kukui Center would, of course, continue to exist, but it wouldn't thrive the way it does today.
I have been in human services for more than 30 years. And this is the first time that I have seen collaboration at this level. People have such a positive can-do attitude.
This is what this collaboration does, is it gives us all a sense of somebody's there experiencing the same thing, having the same struggles, and we can connect and lift each other up, help each other, you know, to do this work, and it's amazingly rewarding work.
Doesn't mean there are never problems, but people come to it with an interest in working them out. And they're not just looking at their own individual needs, but they're looking at the needs of the whole. And collectively, we have been extremely successful.